Hello everyone and welcome to the interview. Today I'm joined with Callum Williams, who has been working on The Scarecrow. So I want to talk to you about this film quickly. Obviously you are working on it with Morgan. How did that process come about? Did he approach you? Did you know about the project prior, or how did it come about?
So I love working on surreal projects. That's what interests me. I don't know, they're just more interesting than, well, bland films in my opinion. So I like to tell my own stories, but I'm not great at writing them. So I'm always on the lookout for people that I think, cool, these guys are writing surreal stories and they work with my sort of style.
And you talked about that surreal element to it, and of course I've seen a bit of the footage of what you filmed, and I can say that it's very difficult, I suppose, to kind of make that work correctly and translate it to the film. So how did you, in that process, think, how can we bring the Scarecrow to life and make it be effective in the way that the script wants it to be?
So the big thing, which myself and Llewellyn discussed, is we want this Scarecrow to feel like a Scarecrow. Lots of people were saying, why don't you go down the Wizard of Oz route and do makeup on the face of the actress? But that had like an element of human, which we didn't want for the Scarecrow. So Llewellyn came up with a brilliant idea, just using a bag and then drawing on the emotions on the face.
So moving forward, where would you like to be in, say, a couple of years?
That's the thing. I'm kind of a generalist. I love my sound. I love my cinematography. I love editing. Just where I can be a bit strange and wacky. Finally,
obviously, we're in our third and final year of uni. Any regrets or?
I feel like towards the start of uni, I focused on pieces that I thought these will do well, instead of focusing on pieces that were a bit more bizarre and a bit more strange.
Cool. Yeah.
I definitely wish I started off being more experimental, because that's something I've realised with the Scarecrow. There's been a lot of stuff where how do we do this? And we've come up with concepts which are a lot cheaper than what you'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I find there's a charm in stuff that's going to sound weird, looking cheap though.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's one thing with low budget filmmaking, is that you can find intrigue in the bizarre. I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But no, Callum, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you today, and thank you for your insight on the Scarecrow.
Thank you.